Goku! No! Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Arafiles, and today is a very special day that I finally get to get a Klilyn, or whatever you want to call him, for my S.H. Figuarts Dragonball Z collection. This is not the real deal. This is a clone, a knockoff, or whatever you want to call it, and I got it on eBay for 20 bucks. Now, if you're wondering why I bought this, because, you know, I have this guy, the figurized version of Krillin, and he's really good. But I really did miss the S.H. Figuarts Krillin. I used to have the original, but I gave him away as a trade to one of my subscribers, Toyman. So I kind of missed having the original, and I know the remake is coming out of Krillin. That's probably later this year, or heck, maybe even next year. But I didn't want to wait. I wanted my Krillin in S.H. Figuarts form. So I said, I wonder if there was a clone, and voila, eBay had a clone. So let's open him up and let's see if he's really worth the money. I bought him for around 20 bucks. So he's not too expensive if he's crappy. I don't usually get S.H. Figuarts clones because one of my first clones was a S.H. Figuarts Vegeta when he couldn't be bought anymore, Super Saiyan Vegeta. And it was just garbage. It wasn't very good. The paint detail was horrible. I guess he kind of stood in for when the new Vegeta came out. But yeah. So I'm just going to give this guy a look. I'm not really hoping for much. I'm not hoping for the best action figure ever for the money. Because I know this guy goes for a lot. Like the real one. Oh man, there's a lot of tape on this guy. Seriously. The real one goes for about $100 some. Wow, crazy, right? I bought the original back in, I think 2013. Yeah, 2013. I bought the original, pre-ordered it and everything. That's before S.H. Figuarts became like super duper popular. And yeah, I really do miss it. And so let's see if this guy is exactly the same. Let's look. Oh, not a good start. We already lost the sleeve here. Let's put that back on. Maybe he's not as bad. So let's look closer at Krillin here from S.H. Figuarts. Now, one thing I did notice right off the bat about this figure is that his paint is just... Wait a second. I just noticed something. His belt is backwards. Man, what do you expect? And there goes his leg. You know what? I know his leg just fell off right there. Okay, so... But it's not... His waist is really tight. So there you have it. There's Krillin. And let's get this back on. This keeps falling off. I might have to mod this figure. It looks like this is a toy you're probably going to have to modify with super glue. Considering also that he's only 20 bucks, so don't expect like a perfect toy, as I said before. So looking at paint and detail, the orange on him is extremely bright. It needs some shading. He has like zero shading in his gi. I know the original has a little bit of shading. Not too much, though. Besides that, he actually looks pretty decent. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments down below. We got some crap paint right here. Look at that. That's not very good. We got a lot of extra plastic on the joints. Look at that. It's just all over. But he's decently smooth, I guess. So let's look at those joints. Toe joint there, goes up and down. I believe these joints are supposed to be black. Again, I don't have the original, but they are flesh colored here. Kind of ruins it. That's okay. And again, this keeps falling off. I really need to just mod that. Probably I'm just going to super glue it. I mean, oh man, it's just... Or maybe do a Pledge Floor Care mod. We'll see. So far, pretty good. I mean, he looks like Krillin from S.H. Figuarts. But besides that, yeah, the paint and detail is just a little overdone. Something I expected from a clone. Well, joints aren't falling off. Except for this leg fell off, I know that. This one is not very hard to pull off. And I already got some chipped paint. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just look at that. Paint already chipping off. What the heck? Oh, man. So, I guess he's kind of worth it for $20. I wouldn't pay anything more for something like this. I mean, he's lacking shading. That's really what's annoying me. He's kind of just bland looking. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's go over his accessories. You get the head. Of course, the Krillin head here. The grinning, angry head. And, of course, you get his solar flare head. And you get his happy face. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then you get a slew of hands, as you can see here. We're going to put those on later. And the one thing that was really cool about this figure is that he comes with his Destructo Disc. But S.H. Figuarts didn't really do a good job of making this Destructo Disc. This is my opinion, though. You guys might like it. I absolutely think this is not a good design. They could have just made it out of, like, plastic. Kind of like what they did here. Or I have this custom like Kamehameha beam. They could have made it out of something like this easily. But instead they just give you two really thin pieces of plastic and it's supposed to make his Destructo Disc. Doesn't look good at all. So let's put that together, if I remember correctly. Let's see here. You know what? I think it's missing something. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think he came with a stand. I'm not sure. I think he did. I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's put together this Destructo Disc. So this is supposed to pop this guy, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think those come pre-popped on the original. So those are popped out. And let's get the hand. This is Destructo Disc hand. Yeah, see, there's the hole. Should easily just go like so. And you're supposed to put these two together and put it like so. Like that. And then the cap goes on, or this cap goes on. Like so. Which I'm having a really hard time. Everybody stand by. So we're back. And I honestly lost the cap for his... Oh man, this really sucks. I think I even lost the cap on the original one. The cap that goes right here on the Destructo Disc. So now he can't freehand it with this one. So I came up with a fix. Well, not really a fix. If you have the S.H. Figuarts stand, this just goes right there. And boom, there you go. You can just have it like that. Guys, trust me, I'd spent like a solid 10 minutes looking for that cap. I just can't find it. It's just too small. And it's clear. Alright, so let's get this hand on him. And it looks like it fit decently well. Again, this just keeps falling off. We're just going to keep that off for now. And there you go. You can have Destructo Disc Krillin right there. And there you have it. Let's change the head. Let's put it to an angry head. Oh man. That's not supposed to happen. Ooh. So, yeah, that one is a little too tight. It's tight where it shouldn't be tight on the neck there. Let's take out that joint. Oh, that's really tough. Man, let's see if we can just get that on. That's really tough to take out. I'm gonna have to take my tweezers. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So let's see if we can take this off. Wow, that's really tough. That joint is in there. Okay. Okay, whew. Got that joint out. We're just gonna do a quick face swap with the angry head Krillin. Oh man, that's really tight. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that peg is not working. Then we got legs falling off. We got sleeves falling off. Okay. Definitely not a playable Krillin figure. Nope. I don't think that's going to go in. It looks like the mold on where the peg's supposed to go is a little too small. And that peg is just a little too big, so therefore what we have here has to be perfect. We cannot... Okay, that's better. It requires a considerable amount of force to get that in there. Man, that really sucks. Yeah, I think this Krillin is just gonna... You're just gonna pretty much pose him and leave him. Or pose him every once in a while. He's not playable at all. And there you have it. Let's get that sleeve back on. Again, these sleeves are annoying. Again, can't expect too much, sadly, from a clone. And there you have it. He's doing his Destructo Disc. Not bad. Not horrible. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's do some comparisons here. Before we do that, let's see how tall he stands. He's looking to be around 4.5 inches. Of course, we've got to put him next to his wife, of course. And here he is next to Android 18. As you can see, it works really well. And let's put the rest of the B squad. We've got the new S.H. Figuarts Yamcha. We got Tien. And we got Piccolo. And of course, we got himself. Which, something I really noticed here is that these two are actually to scale. To my surprise. I know this one's a tad bit smaller, or a tad bit bigger, sorry. Just a hair taller. And that's about it. The Figuarts one I really like. It's just that it's kind of just really light and cheap feeling because it's a model. It's a low-end model. So, I mean, it still looks good. And if you want my opinion, this one definitely looks better than the clone Krillin. Because the clone Krillin has, like, no muscles at all. Just look how smooth his muscles and everything is. It's just not there. This is just not a very detailed clone. You know what? I'm going to have to say right here, right now, that this figure may not be worth it. I mean, he looks okay, but he's not the best. He's not a good clone. I mean, I've come across a lot of clones, and mostly the Reveltech ones are really good. But when it comes to S.H. Figuarts and Figma, their clones are just horrible. They are the worst of the batch. And this one is no exception, with crappy paint, no muscle detail at all, no shadowing. I mean, he's just a really plain looking Krillin. So, not really worth it. If you have the money, yeah, just get this one and build it. He looks so much better. Look at the detail on this Krillin's muscles and everything. It just looks really good. So, yeah, how unfortunate. Let's put all these guys away. So, my verdict on the clone or knockoff or whatever you want to call this Krillin is he's a big maybe buy. If you can't wait for the Krillin that's coming out from S.H. Figuarts, I know they're doing a remake sometime this year. I don't think as of April of 2018, there is no release date for him. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments down below. So if you can't wait, he's okay. You've seen this video, you know what how I feel about him, so take that into consideration. See, and that just keeps falling off. Seriously, it just... Anyway, tight joints, he's okay. Alright guys, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here.